Hi everyone, happy Diwali to all. Wishing you all a very happy Diwali. I'm Ranjit Ramchandran, and this time I felt like I should come up with a new topic. It's a general topic, Microsoft Entra ID. As you all know, this Microsoft Entra ID was previously known as Azure ID. On July 11th, 2023, Microsoft planned to rename it, and on 15 July, they renamed Azure AD to Microsoft Entra ID. So we'll go through about Microsoft Entra ID. What is it? Any difference or what new features it brings in? So if you see here, when it comes, it's same like Azure AD. It brings in the app integration and single sign-on. So we can integrate this Entra ID with on-premises applications or SaaS applications like ServiceNow, Workday, and Box. It also helps in single sign-on by using OpenID Connect. If OpenID Connect is OpenID Connect and OAuth for SSO for the new application login and uh, the login credentials for the login using SSO. But if the application doesn't support OpenID or OAuth, they can also use SAML in case OAuth or OpenID Connect doesn't work. So it supports SAML also. So it is very we can connect Microsoft Entra ID with on-premises application also for like for single sign-on options. So it will get integrated with the Windows system on the on-premise system. This Azure Active Directory, as I said, it is now known as Microsoft Entra ID. It's an identity and access management solution from Microsoft. So it basically manages identities for hybrid and multi-cloud environments. Nothing changes much. Licenses and service plans remain the same. That is P1 and P2, free P1 and P2. Nothing will change. So that part is not changing anything. And if you see the features which comes in, it is there in Azure AD also. One was app integration, single sign-on, which we saw on the previous slide, and secondly, it was passwordless and multi-factor authentication. Where you can see you can log into the system without the password, and they will use Windows Hello, Microsoft Authenticator, software tokens, video security key. So those things can be used. Another thing is they will include it includes conditional access, wherein when you log into the system from home or anything, so it will ask you for authentication. They you commonly used application is a Microsoft Authenticator, wherein it will give once you there will be an application like Citrix Gateway or Pulse Secure, those kind of an application where you click right when you put in your credentials. There will be another app on your phone which will give you a code. So code, or you have to enter the code or you have to approve it. So it will allow you to access the on-premise network, as you can see here. So that is the conditional access. So they will put an time limit, or maybe they will put if this feature is means activated, then only uh, you will be able to proceed to the login. If you put in the wrong pin or wrong secondary code, so it will not get into it. Let me see. So basically, multi-factor authentication it adds a layer of protection to the sign-in process. So whenever you are accessing any apps or any application outside, or trying to use a code message or anything, it's better to have through app, or there are hardware tokens also, where in the previous slide you might have seen, apart from software tokens wherein OTP comes in or the Microsoft Authenticator comes in, you will also have the hardware tokens. So many organization uses the hardware tokens. So actually the Microsoft Entra ID uses a protection which uses to identify sign-in risk and unusual user behavior. So it will block if any they find anything different. So that is the main reason this multi-factor authentication and all are considered. For example, in Gmail also you can use a MFA. Like once you log in, it will prompt for the SMS to be sent to the OTP to send to the your phone. So that way it will, after that it's a secondary level of protection. So that the company also uses for their this thing, for I mean say protection of the devices. So this Entra ID privilege identity management, like access can be given for a particular time, particular access of particular files, uh, or like specific audit specific access. So we can change the access level also. So this privilege identity management provides actually the time based and approval based role activation to mitigate the risk of excessive or unnecessary or misused access to important resources in the organization. So, so it is very important that sometimes the access level may be given for a temporary period of time, not necessary that it is given for a longer period of time. And there are like service portals in self-service portals in Microsoft Entra ID, wherein you can change your password. User can change their password by themselves if it is expired, or if they want to reset it. So that can be done by the user. There is a unified admin center where you can manage this Microsoft Entra multi-cloud identity and network access solution in one place, like Active Directory services. And you have earlier you had a Azure portal wherein you used to access the users groups, etc. So in this case they have dedicated portal Microsoft this privilege this thing self-service portal of Microsoft Entra ID. So there you can see the entire users, you can do whatever changes you want to make. So if you go ahead, this is the infrastructure wherein you integrate Active Directory and Microsoft Entra ID. You can see here the on-premise network over here, the request, and this is the these are the servers on Azure side, and you can see the request coming from the domain controller is connected to Microsoft Entra Connect Sync. Actually, whatever user credentials or details are there, this service of Microsoft Entra Connect Sync, it synchronizes those details with the Microsoft Entra ID, and then you can access the resources. It helps to keep the same credentials. This Microsoft, there are two types in the sync side. Now this Microsoft Entra Connect Sync may be outdated. It will go in coming days. Microsoft Entra Cloud Sync uh, will come up. This Microsoft Entra Cloud Sync and Microsoft Entra Connect Sync are both tools for synchronizing users, apps, groups, contacts to the Microsoft Entra ID. So Microsoft Entra Cloud Sync runs provisioning in the cloud end, whereas the Microsoft Entra Connect Sync runs it on the sync server, on-premises sync server. So that is a difference. So one is installed on the on-premises server, as you can see, and when it comes to the intra cloud services, that is run on installed on the cloud server, where it synchronizes the all the details of on-premise and to the Azure environment. So this Microsoft Entra Cloud is different. How it is little bit different, because the only difference is the provisioning of AD is orchestrated on the Microsoft Online Services. It's done on the cloud side. Organization just needs to deploy it on their on-premise or on the IS-based environment, and a lightweight agent that is installed acts as a bridge between a Microsoft Entra ID and the Active Directory. So small agent is being installed, and this syncing thing is done from the that agent set, that is Microsoft Entra ID Connect Sync or Microsoft Cloud Sync, Entra Cloud Sync. So that's it, guys. It's a very deep topic. I don't want to further lengthen this. So I'll come back more with different topics. If you need more about information on Microsoft Entra ID and how it works, and how, on which what all can say the structure or architecture you want, then in that case you can comment on the video so that I can come up with another video. So for now, happy Diwali to all once again, and thank you for watching this video, and do subscribe this video if you like it, and I'll be keep going with such videos to give you more information. Thank you.